Hey, it's Rink and I, founder of People Who Grow. You've installed your website and you have what I'm showing on the screen. Well done. Congratulations to you. And if you haven't, feel free to click on the link to go and see the first part of this tutorial to understand how that works. But now you might have questions like, what do I do next? I get it, like cool, I copied what was there, but how do I actually change this logo? That's not my name. And what about these other pages? How does this all stuff work, right? Okay, don't worry, I got you. Let's take a look at it. You may have remembered that in the last video, I mentioned how a lot of these changes are going to happen in two places. The first one is in the default WordPress customizer, and the second one is in the Elementor interface. For this particular next few minutes, I'm going to focus on the customizer, and we may not get to the second part inside of Elementor, but we'll see. Customizer, where is that? So you notice that there's this section, rectangle, up where I'm moving my mouse around. And in there, there's an option that has a paintbrush and the word customize. Let's go ahead and click on that. Next, you see how next to Joyce Roberts, there's a little pencil icon? Whenever you see a pencil icon, it's indicating that you can make an edit, meaning you can change it. You can update it to your liking. Heck yeah, let's change that. So what you would do here is you would upload your logo. I don't quite have a logo ready, but I do have my Finder open, and I can go ahead and drag and drop my Frank and I logo here. And let's just choose it for now. But understand that the coloring is going to be off, and it's not going to be quite exactly what I'm looking for because it's not white and a PNG that's transparent. But I mean, just to illustrate to you the point, here we have a display that's a benefit, right? And something that you can kind of work with and upload your assets. So once again, have your images ready and your assets. Don't do what I'm doing. Okay. Once we do that, I like it. But what if my branding, as you can tell, isn't quite that color? How do I change my color? Well, you notice what I've done right now is click back into the main customizer setting, and under the global section, there's an option for colors. Changing base colors. I can go ahead and change the theme color, links, hovers, and other information that I'm interested in. So let's say that I wanted more of a red. Well, I can certainly do that. But that's not what I want. I'm looking more for kind of darker red. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And you might not see the change just yet because these buttons aren't the main thing. That we're going to change in another way. Link color. I'm going to go ahead and change that as well to kind of a more reddish hue. But you see, if you have your colors set and ready, you can change them so that your page is set. All right, a link cover, we're gonna make it something like a light gray. Great. Let's publish it. Refresh the page. Cool. Buttons. Here's where you want to change the color. Let's change that more to a hue-ish. What if I want blue? You see, I mean, you have the power here to change and update based on your liking. But yeah, I just wanted to give you an indication of where that's at. Okay, this is starting to feel a little bit better. Yeah, I like the contrast. The blue-orange looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and publish that and exit the page. All right, so we took a look at the customizer, we changed the logo, updated colors. What I'd like to show you next by going into my dashboard is the pages that we imported the first time. So we have an About Us page, a contact page, a home page, privacy policy, services, testimonial, and a Why Choose Me. Now each of these, for instance, this About page, you can click on where it says Edit with Elementor. And you can come in here and write about yourself. When design, art, and creativity come together. your copy and your messaging, you can replace this. There is a great ability in expressing. That's what I believe in. Or whatever, right? Like you put in your content, change it. But are you seeing how easy it is to interact with this? And look, the change for the color we made. Maybe we might not want that just like that. So we might go to the right, make it a little bit closer. Or we can even make this in the middle. Spread. I mean, I'm just, this information is just images, like an image carousel. So what you would do here is you would actually replace it or add images to your gallery. I'm just sharing with you, there's many possibilities of what you can do. Anytime you make a change, go ahead and update. If you want to go back, you can also click here, exit back to my dashboard. It's going to say the edit board. We're not using the edit board, so if that does come up, don't worry about it. You can ignore it. Let's say update, and go back to WordPress editor. Yep, let's continue. Edit with Elementor. So these are just some of the options. What I'm going to do as well is I can also just delete my URL and then just jump back into my site. Another thing that I'm looking for here, now that I have that, is Elementor. Now you don't need Elementor Pro, but if you do have Elementor Pro, there are just certain features that are indispensable, like the ability to edit your header and your footer, that you're just not going to get without the Edit Pro version. That's another site, so we don't need to look at that. But you'll notice there's tools and options and abilities given, like the ability to modify and work with your site. At least for now, as far as save templates, actually you can import. So this is the free version of Elementor. Okay, so that's cool. So they do give it to you. Okay, now let's go back into Astra. So I'm going to Appearance, Astra Options, and here's where you're going to change your header and footer. So under the footer section, let's go to footer bar. You might want to have a little message here. So you see where it says copyright. Like this, you can change and select what kind of menu you're using, width, other information by editing the footer. Okay, I want to change the picture of the girl. She's not representative of who and what I am. So two ways we can do that. The first, if we're in the backend dashboard, we can go under Pages, under the home page, and click where it says Edit with Elementor. I'm floating. Okay, so what I'm doing now is scrolling down. The way that Elementor works is by blocks and sections. So by importing this template, we've saved ourselves a lot of time, because we don't have to create this, right? It's already created. If you right click and select where it says Navigator, you can actually see the structure of your page. Isn't that cool? But okay, what we want to do is change the picture. Let's go ahead and look up another picture. Let's just type in man again and let's see what pops up. Oh, this looks cool. All right, any picture that stands out to you? Hi man who I wasn't able to get in. Let's see. I'm looking for something here that just kind of conveys like a, ooh, this looks fun. Yeah, let's put this in. So we're gonna go ahead and select the dawn dust fog, kind of a looking out feel. Save it and insert. There we have it. But oh no, it doesn't look good. Okay, so let's fix that. What can we do? Well, a few things. For one, we might not want it there, and we might want it to be on the full section. So what we can do is actually select the column, go to where it says style, and put the image inside of there. So we're gonna have to go back into, let's type in man. Let's scroll down. Now, Pixabay, you might notice, is actually a place that saves you the hassle of you actually trying to figure out where something could live. Okay. I'm not seeing the same picture. They may have updated. Let's try this picture. Ooh, kind of a man looking out to the sunset. Let's try that. Okay, so you see the difference? What we can actually do is, I'm going to go ahead and click on the image and actually delete it. And I'll just keep it in the background. That way I have like a view of kind of looking ahead. Now, one thing I do notice is I might not want the picture just there. I might want it more to be positioned to the left. Try top left. Okay, that doesn't do it. Let's see, center left. Okay, that's a little bit better. What we want is left, right? Let's see, custom. Okay, so anytime you want to make edits, the structure and hierarchy here is on the column page. But that's because I wanted to take a full width. But why? Nope. We want this to be, yeah, something like that. This isn't an Elementor training. There are many great resources on how to learn it, but just kind of to get me to where I want to go. You see how immediately now I've got this cool looking picture. I'll update that. And to end this video, I'm just going to show you what it looks like in an incognito. And why do I use incognito? Well, because there's no cookies. And cookies are the techie way of saying information that's tracking you. So here's what I do. Coaching, we see kind of some of these colors. If I click on the read more, they're not linked anywhere, so you have to be aware of that. But about me, we made that little paragraph change in summary. I can write more information. I can go back. And let's take a look at our picture at the bottom and how that looks. Yeah. Press the free quote, information to kind of get in touch. So hopefully this wraps up and gives closure to the process of building a site. But as you've seen, I just made a quick little change here and there and have a site. Enjoy, have fun, hit me up, let me know what you like about it. Hopefully this serves you in the best way possible. All the best.